Alright, so we are still looking at these general characteristics of sedimentary rocks. And one we say they contain fossils, and we say they form in layers. Then we say some are hard, for example, coral reefs. I have a friend of mine who told me a story that he went to visit a shrine. I know some of them are doing divinity, and we go for a tour in a shrine to meet witch doctors, which is okay for such purposes. He told me that he reached the witch doctor's place and he saw a coral reef. Then he said, "These are coral reefs." The witch doctor was surprised and asked him, "How did you know that these are coral reefs?" "That I have been at Mombasa several times, so don't deceive me. I know them." But it was very hard. However, some of these rocks are soft. For example, clay. Remember we say clay is a sedimentary rock, in spite of it being soft. That's why people who make clay bricks in the valleys sell them expensively. Why? When you apply great heat and pressure on the clay, you will get what we call a metamorphic rock, as we are going to see in our third type of metamorphic rocks. Are you aware that if you got a very nice clay brick, well burnt, and you pick a hammer and you hit it, your hammer may get dismantled because of the clay brick? I'm not saying you can't get a clay brick and hit your head. You may end up in a coffin. Please don't try it. A clay is extremely hard. That's why when you are building houses, they even put, be aware of falling debris. Because if it hits your head, you will go to heaven as early as possible, and you meet Elijah, who died long ago. Now, they are formed as a result of denudation processes. That word denudation is so common in geography. You will never find it in literature. It is in geography. Denudation. Let me tell you, are you aware that some students study from B1 up to A6 and they can't tell what the word denudation means? But it is very simple. It simply means all processes that are responsible for wearing down or tearing apart or breaking apart the earth's surface. And this may include weathering, soil erosion, and other earth movements. So, if you look at ice, the ice element will be found, like for East African case, because I've told you must give examples. When you go to Mountain Rwenzori, in Kasese, in Bugio, and in most parts of DR Congo, you will find ice on top. And when the ice moves, it goes on doing different processes like abrasion, corrosion, blacking, freeze, and thawing. And at the end of the process, some materials called moraine will be deposited. The same applies to water, where you will have alluvial materials being deposited. Then I say that they are brittle and young. Why are sedimentary rocks so soft and so young? They are formed on a daily basis. Even you today, as you're moving and you're reaching, you will discover some soil you're transporting. You are going to deposit that soil in your sitting room. Then the following day, you are going to sweep and deposit it maybe in a compound. So these rocks are formed on a daily basis, therefore they are brittle and so young and flexible. You can turn them into whatever you want. For example, if you got clay, you can mold a human being's head from clay. You can make bricks from clay. Whatever you want, so they are flexible. Then, some are porous and permeable. We talked about this some few minutes ago, that it contains some small holes, we are calling pores. Just like on your skin, you have some holes which bring out sweat. So if you pour water on some of these rocks, water may be forced to infiltrate or enter inside. Just like I've told you at Nyakashura, Fort Poto. Fort Poto is a name in English, but it means a town. of a place called Kamarole. However, there are still very many debates. They want to change the name for Poto to Kamarole to be so indigenous. The layers are separated by the bedding plane. That these different layers of the cinder rocks, in between them there is a plane. We are calling the bedding plane to mark the end of an erosional cycle. I'm through with cinder rocks. Allow me start on or hint on briefly today on metamorphic rocks. After we shall look at importance of rocks, then we can look at more questions, you name questions related to rocks, and we also explain them very well before we move on to the next topic, weathering. So, metamorphic rocks. Me personally, when I hear the word metamorphic rocks, I told my biology, this biology of science and primary, we used to look at things like pupa, lava, pupa. I've been forgotten the name. I guess for you, call pupa and lava. You call pupa and lava. But surprisingly, one time I was moving in a forest somewhere in a table. It's called Botanical. There's a place called Botanical Beach. I even went to Makerere. There's a place called Botany. Those of you have gone to Makerere University, there's a place called Livingstone Hall and Africa. But before going there, there's a place called Botany. There are very many plants there. I saw some butterflies. And these butterflies look so nice. But again, before, I saw some things looking like caterpillar. And they were calling them what pupa. I don't know those things about. But they say these things like caterpillar, they become houseflies. We refuse. They told us they undergo metamorphosis. We were more confused. But the word metamorphosis simply means changing from one thing to another. So don't be scared like we were when we went at botany. Don't be scared at all. So we are saying that metamorphic rocks is a third category of rocks according to our notes here. I know some of you are writing these notes. I'm sure you want to great. They are also known as changing. It goes back to what I've been saying, that you will find a caterpillar becoming a housefly. It is a metamorpho. I'm scared of biology. It's a metamorpho. You complete metamorphosing. I'm silly. Let's go back here. I'm saying that metamorphic means these are changed rocks. They are changing from what? They are changing from igneous. They are changing from sedimentary. Like I'm from telling you that all brick makers and layers, for instance, those dealing in clay, they sell their brick expensively. The price of the clay brick is between 300 shillings to 500 shillings. Let me predict, in the future, it will move to 1,000 shillings. I'm not a prophet. I'm a teacher of geography. Geography is a fact of change. Why? Clay will get depleted and you will start even importing some clay to make for you bricks. That's why some people are resorting to making concrete bricks. But again, concrete bricks are weak. They have not undergone metamorphism. Your houses will break, I'm telling you. Why don't you use these smaller bricks from the middle rocks? You can even use anthill soil to make your bricks. I want to hope some of you are doing these projects to make money instead of committing suicide and misbehaving and planning to leave school. That's the dead end. Don't even think about it. So, as we wind up, these are rocks whose, we can add the one here, whose structure and appearance have been altered or changed by great heat and pressure or both. The great heat or pressure or both act on the igneous and sedimentary rocks. This is what I've been saying in my explanation, that the metamorphic rocks come from the igneous and sedimentary rocks. But how do they become? You must apply great heat and pressure. Let me use a very funny scenario. or people who bleach? Have you met people in your society who bleach to become brown? They have added heat from the jelly on their skin, and let me tell you, their bodies are going to become cold-blooded. Cold-blooded because of that kind of funny behavior of bleaching. So they change into metamorphic rocks. As we wind up, there are 3 types of metamorphic rocks. Members, have you discovered what I've discovered? That in every type of rock, there are 3 types. Now, when you're reading as a super student out there, because now I'm training students who are going to compete globally, when you're reading, be specific to some key things. Don't read like as if you're reading Quran or the Bible. Be specific, targeting some aspects. For instance, here, I'm talking about the first type, thermal metamorphic rocks. Don't even overthink. Just know that these are changed by great heat. Thermal metamorphic rocks, these are rocks which are changed by great heat. Full stop. You can even go ahead and give examples. But if I give examples, tell the examiner, where does the heat come from? That's why on day 1, I drew for you the earth structure and told you about the core, the mantle, and the crust, where the heat comes from. What we call earth movements. Now, examples can be, if you look at limestone, the one I've said at Nyakashura, at Tororo, if you apply some great heat on limestone, it will become marble. If you get coal, which is dark colored, and you apply it on it, you will get graphite. If you get sandstone, and you apply it on it, you will get what? Quartzite. I'll get you a drawing, a table, having a summary of these rocks, which are metamorphosing. And lastly, we have the dynamic metamorphic rocks. It's not finally. Let me give you again. I'm saying that first we have thermometamorphic. These ones are changed by great heat. Then I'm saying dynamic. This one dynamic also means changing. These ones are changed by great pressure. You apply great pressure. For example, if you apply pressure on granite, the hard rock which are igneous, you will get what we call gneiss. So gneiss is a metamorphic rock which is dynamic. If you apply heat on clay, or rather pressure on clay, you will get what we call slate. Then lastly, thermodynamic. Now, thermodynamic, I'm combining the thermometamorphic rocks and dynamic metamorphic rocks. These are 2. So we are saying that these are changed by both great heat and pressure. Because under thermal, we said great heat. And dynamic, we are saying pressure. But now what about thermodynamic after wedding, their wedding in the soil with great heat and pressure? We are saying it both change. Then I've had some simulation here of igneous rocks in the middle here, which are extremely hot. Then I've put a contact. This hot igneous rock is applying heat on this counter rock, changing it into metamorphic rocks. So I'm talking about here very hot igneous rocks. Then I put the word gradual, meaning a slow process. Change in mineral character of the counter rock. Why is the counter rock changing? Because of the hot igneous rocks and it having a contact. It will change the character of the counter rocks, forming metamorphic rocks as I have explained up here. Therefore, today has been another interesting day. We have really looked at the general characteristics of segmental rocks. We have looked at other types of rocks like metamorphic, and maybe when we come again, we shall focus on the general characteristics of metamorphic rocks and a summary of the table then we sum up with the importances of rocks. I'm waiting for your feedback, for your questions. Please ask me any question, whether hard or easy. If it is hard, I will research and give you a quality answer next time.